Today I want to talk about one of the many risks of farming. There's not many, but one of the risks of farming is a Black Swan event that could cause a farm to die. A Black Swan event could be an exploit, it could be a rug pull, but in this case, Iron Finance went through what's called a bank run. A bank run is when many depositors of a bank all panic and try to withdraw their money at the same time. This happened in the financial crisis of 2008, 2009, and it happened yesterday on June 16th, 2021 with Iron Finance. Iron Finance was one of the hottest farms on the Polygon network. They were giving out insane returns. At the peak of it all, they were giving out 600% APR on their stablecoin farms, and they had over $2.4 billion in total value locked. However, some whales decided to withdraw their money and market sell their farming token, Titan, and that caused a cascade of events. If we look at the chart, one attempt, it recovered beautifully the way it was designed to. But then after 4, 5, 6 attempts, eventually it got to the point where there was enough pain that it crossed the pain threshold of most people, and everyone panicked and sold. So one of the designs of their algorithm is a mint and redeem function. They have mint and redeem, and what this does is it allows you to use their Iron token to redeem, and when you redeem it, it gives you USDC and Titan. However, unfortunately, Titan went from $60 all the way down to zero in one day. And the flaw of the algorithm was it was using a time-weighted average to calculate how much Titan tokens one would receive upon redemption. So long story short, if you were trying to redeem one Iron token, you were getting 25,000 Titan tokens. And so since one of the pairs that Iron Finance offered was Titan Iron, people were redeeming crazy amounts of Titan and swapping it for Iron, and then panic selling them, causing a huge turmoil, a huge down run. So now, since the effective collateral ratio is 74%, the price of Iron is going to stay at 74. So there's no reason to buy this. There's no reason to look at the beautiful ascending triangle it's forming and speculate that it'll go back to peg. The Iron team is trying to figure out what to do next. They'll probably abandon this coin and maybe come out with a version 2 Iron token. But I just wanted to do a little video on one of the dangers of degenerative farming. At the peak of it all, the total value was over $2 billion, and in one day, it lost it all. So this is caused by a crowd panic, fear, uncertainty, doubt, and one of the key items to look for is a sudden drop in total value locked, and also a sudden spike in supply. Whenever Iron was performing well, whenever their farms were working wonderfully, the total supply of Titan was about 4 or 5 million. Then all of a sudden it spiked to 15 million, 20 million, and eventually when the price dropped below $10, when it dropped below $1, people were minting Titan like crazy, and eventually we got into trillions and trillions of Titan. So the moral of this is, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Only put in what you can afford to lose, and if it's a degenerative farm, make sure you keep an eye on it. Make sure you're always looking for a sudden spike in supply, or a sudden drop in TVL. And a good way to do this is to use Dex.Guru. Dex.Guru has a little trading history, which kind of tells you like the recent trades that have happened, and also a pool activity. So if you keep your eyes on this trading history, you can kind of see if like big players are dumping. And when they dump, you dump. Don't even think about it, just get out. So that's one of the many risks of yield farming, degenerative farms. Even though Iron USDC was a stablecoin pair, Iron was a partially collateralized stablecoin, and unfortunately, this Black Swan event killed this project. Let that be a lesson. Fortunately, this isn't the end of the world. Since it's stabilized at 74 cents, the worst case scenario is people losing about half of that, since it's paired with USDC, Iron USDC. USDC absorbs about half of the downfall, so 74 minus $1 is about 26. Worst case scenario, you lose about 13% of what you put in here. So it's kind of like, it stings, it sucks. We just gotta pick up and move on, find the next farm, and keep on keeping that crypto.